This is a very messed up situation. To see how I got here, we need to go back to where we left off.
Back, where have you been?
I didn't want Mum to know I'd been beaten up.
Alfie? What's happened?
I thought she'd just go mad at me for getting in more trouble.
Well, why don't you tell me?
But that's
then?
not how she
Tell me
reacted at all.
What's happened to you? Alfie?
She was upset and said she should be doing more to protect me.
Well,
I thought she was being off with me for the past couple of weeks because she blamed me.
There's nothing I can do.
But she says she was sorry. Says she was scared that she might lose me and we had to figure a way out.
We need to do something about it, Alfie. We need to.
I told her how Dave had made the lads beat me up. As I told her, I realised they were the same ones who had robbed me and got me into debt in the first place. I could see now how Dave was behind all of this. I thought I was a part of the family, but I was nothing to them.
Okay, we stick together.
Mum said that she was my family and that we had to stick together.
Maybe we need to go to the police.
I couldn't believe it.
No.
She'd never trusted the police.
No.
I told her that we couldn't, that Dave would get us.
Care if they believe
But she
us,
said we didn't have any other
Get
choice.
it sorted out. What's going to happen? You're going to end up dead.
We talked till late. The next morning I got a message. It was from Alex. I hadn't heard from him for weeks. He said he'd finally done the right thing and stood up to Dave and the family. He said the police were involved and that I should be okay if I kept my head down for a while. He said he was sorry that he got me involved and that he'd been a crappy mate. Everything about Alex's message surprised me. Why was he sorry? I never blamed Alex. They used him too. I told Mum. She seemed relieved. She'd been awake all night stressing about whether we should go to the police, but that now things were out of our hands. We agreed to do what Alex said, so I kept my head down and waited to see what happened next. Dave was arrested. He and some of the others from the family were charged with human trafficking and were banged up until it went to trial. I hid at home. I was bricking it that a knock at the door would be the police, or maybe even Jay. He was still out there somewhere. It was like I was a prisoner in my own home. Weeks passed and there was nothing. Mum said that I couldn't hide away forever, so we agreed that I should go back to school, so she got me in a new place where I didn't know anyone connected to the family. I never thought I'd say this, but I was happy to be back in the classroom, and I tried really hard to catch up on what I'd missed out. Then one day I saw Callum, one of the lads who worked for Dave, one of the ones that beat me up. He was coming towards me, so I ran. He ran too. He cornered me.
Alfie, chill. I'm not going to hurt you, I promise.
What do you want?
Look, things got way out of hand, all right? And I just wanted to let you know that Dave made us attack you like that.
Which time?
Look, I don't blame you for being angry, but I just want to let you know that I was a kid just like you when I got involved in all this. Like, Dave has a way of controlling people, like kids like me and you, Alfie. Looks like you got out though. Good on you, mate.
I ain't your mate. What do you want?
I came to say I need you to stay out of it with the police. They're saying that I could be done for slavery and get on the sex offenders register, but I didn't even do it like that. We just like roughed you and the boys up a bit. But look, do you know what they'd do to me inside if they thought that I... Point is, I can't have anyone else going forward.
Right, just listen. I don't want anything to do with you the police, Dave, or anyone else. So just leave me alone.
And I didn't have to get involved in any of it. Dave got sent down, so did Callum. Mum said she'd heard that they all went on the sex offenders register. That it served them right for making kids hide drugs up their asses. Mum was being overprotective, but we were getting on better than ever. She was really excited when her sister said she'd been moving close by with my cousin Ollie. Mum said that he'd been like a brother. She said he'd been picked on where he used to live and that I'd had to look after him. We got together for my birthday, and Mum even put some thought in to get me something I wanted. Life was good. Until Liam came along.
Alfie, come here! Get in the car, we're going for a ride.
I have to be somewhere.
Yeah, you do. We'll take you there.
Can you just leave me alone?
Stop mucking around, get in the car. I'm Liam. I work for the people that are in business with your former employees. And as you know, they're no longer around. So I've been set to get things working round here. I've been asking around and I'm told you were working off a debt that remains unpaid and therefore still outstanding to the people I work for. That's only fair, right?
I don't deal anymore. Tell Dave I don't owe him anything.
Dave? You think I'd do business with someone as small time as Dave? I work for the people that Dave was in business with. And your debt remains unpaid, Alfie. And the people I work for aren't quite so patient.
Where are you taking me?
To see an old friend.
Liam took me to a trap house on the edge of town. There was some shifty grown-ups and some kids too. Then they took me into a back room. Inside was Jay. They're beating the crap out of him. I guess this was their way of showing that they were in charge now. Liam said that now I was here, they could get back to it. Then they tortured him. They even made the other kids do it. I'd hated Jay for what he used to make me do, but this was evil. I was freaking out, but I did what they told me.
You work for us now, Alfie. And we don't play around like your so-called family. This is business, and we're serious about what we do. We know where you live, we know where your mum works, and we know about little Ollie. And you know what we'll do if you talk or don't do as you're told.
Liam gave me a burner phone and a package of heroin. He said to get myself back home and that they'd be in touch.
Mum? Yeah, I'm fine. I just had some extra stuff to do at school. I'm still here. Yeah, I'll be back in about an hour. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Bye.
I couldn't get what happened out of my head. I was having nightmares when I slept and sick thoughts when I was awake. I didn't have a choice. I was going to have to do what Liam said. I tried to work myself out of this mess. I went to get the drugs, but when I checked, they're gone. It was like my heart stopped. What the hell had happened? Mum came in, and I couldn't believe what she said.
I had to get rid of an Alfie.
She said she'd flushed him.
Flushed him. You can't get involved in that stuff.
What? It was like the walls were closing in on me. I couldn't believe it. I kept asking her if she had any idea what she'd done. That was over £2,000 worth of heroin gone, and we had no way of paying it back. I know she was trying to help me, but this was the worst thing she could have done. I told Mum that a new gang had moved into town, and they were even worse than before. I tried to carry on like normal. I went to school in places where people were around. I figured that they won't just grab me in public, but I was paranoid because I didn't know who was working for them. Then one day I got a message. It said that I brought this on myself. Brought what on myself? Then there was a photo. Mum! I tried calling her, but she wasn't picking up. I ran home. My heart felt like it was going to burst out of my chest.
Mum!
I got home and shouted for Mum. I was so relieved when I saw her. She said someone had tried to run her over in a car, and she'd have to jump over a wall to escape. They could have killed her.
I'm so sorry.
Then I got another message.
I'm sorry.
Ollie! Ollie, get back here! Get away from him! Hello? It's here. Oh, it's not here. Give it. Hello?
How's your mum doing? I heard she was messing about in people's gardens. I can't believe you've let me down so soon. Here's how it's going to work. You and little Ollie there are mine now. You're going to work your asses off until we get back what you owe us and more. I get one more bit of crap from you, either of you, we'll cut both of your mums up so bad that you won't be able to recognise them. You got it? You got it?
Got it. Ollie, we're going.
Eat the ball. It's a present from Liam.
I had to do everything Liam said. Drop-offs, pick-ups, selling, even showing some of the new recruits the ropes. They had kids from all over town, all different backgrounds, even ones from posh homes who didn't seem like they needed the money. What they were doing was a business. It was on a much bigger scale and much more dangerous than when Dave was running things. I could see this for what it really was. One of the weird things was that Ollie was excited by it all. He'd always been bullied before, but now they were in a group. He made him feel like he was someone and gave him more money than he'd ever had. He was like me when Alex introduced me to Dave. I understood now why Alex said he was sorry. Maybe even Callum too. Wherever you think you're going in the group, it never gets better. Mum was losing it again. She blamed herself for everything. I didn't blame her. If it hadn't been that, they'd found some other way of trapping me. I knew it would crush her. But I told her Ollie was dealing too.
Ollie?
She said that the way things were going, we had no future.
Our Ollie?
That the police were our only chance.
That is it. We cannot let this happen any longer. Do you hear me? Come on, come on.
The way Mum acted after that was the bravest I've ever seen her. We went to see my aunt. Mum told her what was going on. She went mental and blamed me for getting Ollie to something like this. Ollie couldn't believe that I turned against the group and that I knew what they'd do to us.
You need to talk to me and your mum. You need to tell us.
Mum held it all together and led the way as we went to the police.
Ollie!
She told them everything she knew and that I'd tell them more. I didn't tell them everything. I didn't want to get in more trouble than I had to. But I knew that I had to give them things to get Liam and the enforcers off the streets. The police told us that this was a very dangerous situation, though they'd do everything they could to protect us. I was sure I'd get sent down for dealing and that the group would get to me there. But they talked about how I could be protected under the Modern Slavery Act. Modern slavery? This is how bad things had got. They introduced me and Ollie to a special team that worked with kids in our situation, and they would help us try to get our lives back on track. I didn't know if I could trust anyone, so never said any more than I needed to. I couldn't be sure that they weren't just saying what I wanted to hear, but for now at least, they seemed genuine. They saw something in me, and so I saw something in them. It was like when Rob and his son helped me after I'd been beaten up. Like how Mum didn't see it as my fault. And like maybe there was a world of decent people that I could be a part of. They told us we could stay somewhere safe whilst the police got ready to take action against the group. I knew the group was still out there. We weren't out of this yet, but we made the choice to try and change our lives. I still had nightmares, but when I was awake, I started to think about hope.
What happened to Alfie and the other boys was not their fault. They were groomed and criminally exploited by adults. If you think you or someone you know is at risk, there are ways you can be helped. Act now.